All right, guys, I'm back. So, follow-up review on these shoe boxes down here. Last video, I'll link it up here if you haven't watched that. I did an unboxing as well as kind of a review on my first thoughts and impressions. Now, I took that footage probably about 2 months ago. And then I got sick and that footage just sat there. So, even though I was sick, I have had the opportunity to utilize these and have geckos in them for about 2 months now, which I think is a good amount of time to give an honest review. There's some things that I love about them, some things that, I didn't even think about, and so I could make them a lot better. But let's go over what I think today after having these for about 2 months. Do I like them? Would I still recommend them? And let's get into my overall thoughts. So, let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, I've got them under my new enclosures here for the adults, which I put a divider in. If you haven't seen that video, I don't know which one of these videos is going to come out first, but if you're watching this a little bit later on, I'll put the link in the description right here to go watch that review video because those are awesome. But let's get back to these. I've got these stacked 6 across and 3 high because that's what fits in this rack. I used to have them over here. Don't mind all the mess. But one thing I noticed, unfortunately, I've got to wash that wall and paint it a little bit. I had them butt up against the wall. And when you open these up, okay, the vent is in the back. And I was spraying it, and there was nowhere for that humidity to go right behind. And I made my walls mold, which is not something that I want to do or that my wife wants to see. So I definitely moved them. So give them a little bit of space, okay? I got that there to protect my walls there. But it's not like I'm going to spray a ton, but it allows for some airflow so that there's no mold on your walls. I didn't think about that. All right, let's get back into this. So, basic enclosure, I use a lot of cork bark, okay? Some plants, water bowl, food dish, and then a little insect bowl there as well. That's the majority of my enclosures for the gargoyle geckos. And it does a great job. I just have paper towel down here. I mist it once or twice a day. Typically, when I mist it pretty heavily at night, it's dry by the next time I see them, which is exactly what you want. You don't want these things sopping wet 24/7. You don't want 80-90% humidity. They're not frogs. So they need to dry out. They do, you don't want to get down to like 20, 30, 40%. But your house is typically around, depending on where you live, around 50%, okay? But yeah, usually around 60 is where they stay. I do have a hydrometer in a lot of my tanks. Speak of a misting system, that one's going off. So I have a hydrometer in a few of these just because I want to see the different levels, how they maintain the humidity and heat. And I really haven't noticed a difference when it's only 3 high. But, if you got these stacked 8 high, you're probably going to notice some swing from the bottom all the way to the top. Other than that, the magnets are stellar. Nothing that you're going to keep in here ethically. You don't want to keep a full-on adult in one of these. But anything under, 25 grams, I would say is perfect in here as far as a grow out goes. Maybe 30 if you're pushing it. And, these are fantastic. But the magnets are really strong. I've not had any escapees or any close calls whatsoever. What's really nice is when I'm feeding, I can just, open all 6 in a row. And as long as I don't have any, jumpy active geckos that I keep an eye on, I can go down the line, grab the bowls, spray, put the bowls back. Then when I'm cleaning, I can take that out, put it on here, put a new paper towel, throw the other one away. It is so much easier than having to do traditional tubs. I put them all in the corner over there. They're useless, okay? Not useless, but these just win. Absolutely win, hands down. I just put little tags letting me know which geckos where, right? But everybody's got pretty much the same setup. This looks amazing in my opinion. You know, when people come over, they're like, oh, that actually is really nice, right? It's only going to get better. It's always in transition. But I like how uniform that looks. And for the money, again, I bought 2 packages of these. I've got the other pack up here. But basically, it comes with 12 enclosures, 12 shoe boxes for, I think, $40 when it's not on sale, $30 sometimes when it is on sale, or less. You cannot beat that whatsoever. Humidity's on point. Temperature stays. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So the other thing I do want to point out, and actually last thing I want to point out, is, again, I'm going to go back in here. Going back to this vent. So I've not done it to this one yet, but in a second I'm going to jump to a clip of me fixing this problem. And it's really something I mentioned in the first video. These holes back here, if I zoom in, that's bad quality, there we go, are relatively large. And so it creates nice airflow. But if I wanted to put in a cricket, okay, or something that is more active than a worm, right, they could get out. And I don't want to lose crickets, so I actually have a few ideas for solutions. And I had a buddy reach out who saw Wally's video and then my original video and said, hey, Gecko Cove, I've got a solution for you. Can I send you a few? And I said, sure. So I'm going to install one. You'll watch me and see if I like it. I'll give you a review on that real quick in this video. So let's jump to that right now. So as I was saying, in my last video after I dropped it about these shoebox enclosures, I had someone reach out saying they had a solution for my bug issue, especially with crickets. And that actually came from Majik Bug Barn. So shout out to Majik Bug Barn. They offered to send me their solution for free to give it a try right now. And didn't pay me for it, but just sent it over, no strings attached. And I'll give you an honest kind of review of if I think their solution is better than just screen. Because that's what I was thinking, is just put some screen on the back. And that's what I would have done, just kind of like in, if I can point to it this way, these back here, okay? I should do it that way. So I just went and hot glued screen onto a cutout that I did, and it worked pretty well for all the bugs there. But I think this looks way cooler, and it might be more effective. So what they sent me were these 3D printed screens that make it even smaller so that no cricket is going to get through this. So let me flip the camera around. I'll show you exactly what it should look like. Another cool thing that came along with these screens from Majik Bug Barn was a few of these. Aren't these amazing? I mean, I think they're cool because it's my logo, but I love the slate tile coasters. I am in my late 30s, so I definitely am adulting and using coasters, but I'm kind of geeking out here. This is a really nice little gift they gave me. Again, no strings attached, just really cool people thinking of somebody else and sending me this with my logo on it. How cool is that? Let me know if Gecko Cove merch is something that anybody's interested in. I don't think I'm big enough yet where anybody would recognize me, but if you're interested in Gecko Cove merch, I can definitely, I've got some connections with t-shirt people and, you know, people who do engravings similar to this. And I can definitely get some of that going for my audience here. So let me know if that's something you're interested in, and I'll do a limited run of Gecko Cove merch. But shout out again to Majik Bug Barn. This just absolutely made my day. Thank you so much. So I've got these enclosures. These are empty ones, obviously. with no animals, nothing in them. You never want to work on an enclosure like this with animals in that. I think that's a given. But with that, these come in a 2-piece. And as you can see, they've customized it. So you take 2, you fit it over the hole, and there you go. So you could either, I think we could either hot glue them, which is probably what I'll do, or if I wanted to be even lazier, I could just super glue them on, and that will weld them together. After that, with enough, adhesive so that there's no gaps. These are flat, so there's no bending or waving like when you have screen. Screen can be pushed, it could be damaged. These, no bug is going to damage. Plus, they look a heck of a lot better. This is a bright red coloration, looking a little bit orange on the screen that I'm looking at right now, but it is a really cool contrast between the red and the black. Now, you could install these on the inside if you didn't want to see it on the back. Really, I don't think it matters, right? Just depends on if you wanted to see the red or whatever color that they're made in on the other side when you open up the enclosure. I'm probably going to do it on the back here and go from there. But I think these are a really cool solution. Again, if you look at this, plenty of airflow. It doesn't reduce the airflow on this, but what it does do is make it so that there is not a chance a cricket or a dubia roach, even a dubia nymph, is going to be able to get through there. So, leave it up to a bug company to, find a solution so that bugs don't get out. So again, shout out to Bug Barn for sending me a few of these to just try out. I'll probably be ordering a few more just to make this very uniform. I love them. I think they look great. I'm not sure if they're selling them or not, but I'm assuming they are. So go, check them out, buy some bugs from them, and pick a few of these screens up if you're going to go and pick up these enclosures, right? And again, link in the description below for my affiliate link if you want to pick these up. All right, so these are a win. Let's install a few. So yeah, I didn't think you guys wanted to waste any time. You've already seen a bunch of unboxings with a video showing how to glue down more screen. Pretty sure most of you guys know how to work a hot glue gun, which is what I used, or you could use, like I said earlier, just some super glue. But these came out amazing, and with all of them just lined up, I've actually got a 6th one that I have over in the corner. Got to attach that as well. But these are fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. Again, probably going to actually be ordering these from Majik Bug Barn because I really like the concept. I think these are going to last a lot longer than traditional screen. And I only want to buy things once. Why do it twice? All right. You guys have a good one.
Hey, if you've enjoyed this video and want to encourage me to make more Gargoyle Gecko content, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, share this with a friend, and maybe check out one of the videos right over there. I'll see you next time on Gecko Cove.